Hey everybody, welcome back to another FSD video. Today we are going to ask Grok about FSD and just get information for people that may be curious about the different versions of hardware 3 and hardware 4. So let's just get into it. After I'm done turning, I will ask it right there. Hey Ara.
Hey, you were saying about being right there?
Yeah, I'm right here. We're actually filming a YouTube video right now, and I wanted to tell the viewers, or I wanted to get your information about the difference between hardware 3 and hardware 4. We are driving FSD in my 2022 Model 3 right now.
Hardware 3 and 4 differ mainly in camera quality and computing power. Hardware 4 has higher resolution cameras and more processing power, making it better for full self-driving tasks, like handling complex urban routes. For your 2022 Model 3, you're likely on hardware 3, which handles FSD well, but might not keep up with future updates as smoothly as hardware 4. If you want to check, go to Controls, Software, then Additional Vehicle Information to confirm your hardware version. Hope that helps your YouTube crew. Anything specific you want to dive into for the video?
Well, how about this? What's the actual difference like in compute power between 3 and 4? I know that AI is measured in like teraflops.
Hardware 3 has about 72 teraflops, while hardware 4 jumps to 144 teraflops. Double the compute power means hardware 4 processes twice as many operations per second, so it handles complex AI tasks for full self-driving faster and smoother. Great for nailing those tricky intersections for your video. Want to talk about how that impacts FSD performance?
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome. With double the teraflops, hardware 4 can process data from all those cameras and sensors in real time, no lag. That means your Model 3's full self-driving can make quicker decisions, like handling a sudden lane change or weird pedestrian moves in busy areas. Hardware 3 is solid, but might hesitate in super complex scenarios where 4 just powers through. Want to show your viewers how FSD feels on your Model 3 right now?
Well, I'm actually driving with FSD on right now.
That's cool. With FSD on, your Model 3 is using those cameras and sensors to keep you centered in your lane, adjust speed for traffic, and probably handle some turns or stops like a pro. Hardware 3 is doing a decent job, but you might notice slight hesitations at busy intersections compared to 4. Want to describe for your viewers what FSD is doing right now? Like how it's handling the road? Or maybe tell me a specific move it's pulling off for the video?
Well, right now, we're just driving straight and probably going to make a few turns, but it's been handling pretty well. I also wanted to find out, or actually just see when hardware 3 started to come out and where hardware 4, like what's the gap?
Hardware 3 started rolling out around April or May of 2019 in Tesla vehicles. Hardware 4 began shipping in January 2023, so the gap is about 3 years and 8 months. Your 2022 Model 3 definitely has hardware 3, which is why FSD feels smooth, but might not hit the peak performance of hardware 4 in complex scenarios. Want to talk about how FSD is handling those upcoming turns for your video, or maybe what upgrades you're hoping for?
Oh yeah, that would be a great upgrade from hardware 3 to hardware 4. Is there any upgrade path for that?
Unfortunately, there's no upgrade path from hardware 3 to 4. Elon Musk has said it's not financially technically feasible to retrofit. But don't worry, hardware 3 still handles FSD well and is way safer than human driving. Musk mentioned it might be 200 to 300% safer, while 4 could hit 500 to 600%. If you're set on hardware 4, you'd need a newer Tesla. Want to share with your viewers how FSD's feeling on those turns now? Or maybe chat about what's next for your Model 3.
Well, I thought Elon Musk did say that there was going to be an upgrade from hardware 3 to hardware 4.
Actually, he's clarified that for full self-driving buyers, Tesla might offer free upgrades to hardware 4 if hardware 3 can't handle unsupervised FSD. He mentioned during a recent earnings call that it's a tough process, painful even, but they'd swap out the computer for those who bought FSD, not the whole system, since the cameras are still capable. This applies only to FSD package owners though, and it's not a guaranteed retrofit yet, just a plan if hardware 3 falls short. Want to dive into how that could impact your Model 3's FSD for the video? Or maybe show off a cool FSD move it's doing now?
Yeah, let's, you know, like, is there any information about it other than what Elon Musk said? I'm actually not very optimistic about getting an upgrade, so I would probably just get a newer Tesla. I mean, who knows? AI 5 or hardware 5 is going to be coming out in 2 or 3 years from now.
You're right to think ahead. Based on web info, Tesla hasn't laid out a detailed public plan beyond Musk's comments, but they're still optimizing hardware 3 with software updates like FSD v12.5 to keep it solid for supervised driving. No official word on a retrofit program yet, timeline or cost, so it's a bit of a waiting game for hardware 3 owners. Hardware 5 is already being hinted at, likely hitting in a couple of years, as you guessed, with even more compute power for full autonomy. Grabbing a newer Tesla with hardware 4 or waiting for 5 could be the move if you want the latest tech. For your video, maybe show how FSD's handling a turn or two and share your thoughts on upgrading to a new model.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to upgrade to a new model or a newer model. By then, hardware 5, I could probably get a hardware 4 or afford a hardware 4 vehicle. But hardware 3 is actually doing what I needed to do right now. There's a few interventions that I have to take, but it's easier for me. I'm a paraplegic, so I use hand controls as well. So FSD is a great advantage and a comfort feature for me.
That's fantastic that FSD is working well for you with the hand controls. It's really designed to be a comfort and safety boost, especially in your case. Hardware 3 is doing its job, like you said, even if you need a few interventions. Since you're a paraplegic, FSD on hardware 3 is likely taking a load off with lane keeping and traffic handling, which is huge. If you're eyeing hardware 4 or 5 down the line, they'll just make that experience even smoother with faster processing for fewer interventions. For your video, maybe tell your viewers how FSD feels as a paraplegic driver. Like, what's the best part of it for you right now? Or show off a specific move it's pulling, like a smooth lane change. What's it up to on the road at this moment?
Well, I mean, I'm actually filming right now, so they don't have to find out about that. They'll just watch it. So it actually paused and wait for a car cutting through right now, so that was kind of good.
That's perfect timing for your video. It's cool how FSD paused for that cutting car, shows it's paying attention and keeping you safe. That's a great clip for your viewers to see hardware 3 in action, especially with your hand controls as a paraplegic driver. Want to share what you love most about FSD for your setup, or maybe describe the next cool thing it does on this drive for the camera? What's happening on the road now?
Nothing. I'm just coming up to a red light. Anyways, enough of the questions to me, but I would just like to ask more about the future of full self-driving. Right now I know it's supervised, and they do have the robo-taxis right now doing unsupervised. Is that going to happen for consumers in their everyday cars or their everyday Teslas?
For consumers, full unsupervised self-driving in everyday Teslas isn't quite there yet, but they're working on it. Based on recent updates, Tesla's robotaxi pilot in Austin, launching by June 2025, uses unsupervised tech in a geo-fenced area with teleoperation support, not consumer cars. For your Model 3, the latest FSD, like version 12.6.1, still needs supervision, though it's cutting down interventions. They're aiming for unsupervised consumer use by late 2025, with a big software update in September, boosting AI to handle rare scenarios better. Hardware 3 might not hit full autonomy, but 4 should. Your setup with hand controls could benefit big time if unsupervised rolls out. Want me to dig into what specific FSD updates might mean for your driving, or something else for your video?
No, I think that's it. Thank you for all your help. I'll chime in when I need your help next time. Thank you.
Anytime. Glad I could help. Just give me a shout when you need me next. Enjoy the drive and keep rocking that YouTube video.
Wow. So that's cool. So that's what I got so far from Grok. And I think it's okay. I'm not optimistic about the hardware 3 to hardware 4 upgrade. I'm just pretty much stuck with hardware 3. And, you know, I hope that you guys found this video informational and educating and whatnot. I'd like to thank all the supporters too as well. I've just hit over 100 subscribers, so that's really cool. I'm excited about it. Thank you so much, and till next time.